What is going on, guys? We're back with another video, and we're doing a realistic rebuild of the Eagles. And yeah, you're probably thinking, the Eagles, you mean the team that's going to make the Super Bowl? I don't know if they will, but I want to upload this during the hype, because that's not maximum views, yo. But, no, well, kind of. But no, I think the Eagles are probably going to lose. I'm sorry, Eagles fans. Amazing team, but I just like the Vikings here, even though I'm a Packer fan. I like the Vikings. I don't even know when this is coming out. Maybe the game's already played. Actually, I don't know what time. They'd probably both be at nighttime, wouldn't they? Oh, they're both playing on Sunday. That seems to make no sense. So, yeah, we'll be a day early, but that is what it is. Great team. Great team. Maybe a few things needed, but we might be able to go 3 straight years with a Super Bowl here. We'll see. Especially with our drafting expertise. But let's actually, I didn't even look at what we needed mainly. But a lot of people say, oh, well, the Vikings are going to lose because they shouldn't even have won against the Saints. Got lucky, but at the end of the day, the Saints were a really good team. So barely winning or barely losing to the Saints really isn't that bad of a deal. Hicks, is he hurt? Hicks must be hurt. This is actually a really good roster. It's a little old, I'll say. Like, some of the positions are a little old, like Brandon Graham. You're not really a huge issue for real life, but for Madden, not going to deal with that, obviously. Vinny Curry, I think we'll probably start Barnett. This is tough because Vinny Curry is actually decent. What else do we have? I really don't want to start Torrey Smith, but I also don't want to break off what the Eagles have done well here, because they usually do pretty well the first season or two, and I'll feel like I'm the reason we didn't if we don't make the playoffs. If we don't make the playoffs, I'll be devastated because they almost always make the playoffs, even the Super Bowl. So I really don't see much here that we can do. Honestly, maybe move the team around a little bit, but for the most part, the Eagles are already in place here. We're going to sign Perry Riley to be a backup. We're going to release some of the, like, what is it called? Some of the players that aren't super great. Got to make sure all the guys are starting. Technically, it is a realistic rebuild, even for me to start these guys, because these guys weren't injured before the season. They were injured during it. So you can't say, oh, Wentz didn't play near the end. It's like, yeah, but he wasn't injured in the first week of the season. So obviously him being in helped their case to get to where they are now. That's my argument, and that's not really even an argument. That's just pure fact. So suck it, nerds. Yeah, that is the roster. Blunt has been moved to fullback, but he's still going to remain the third down running back. Really just in the fullback position just for the name. Pretty much still going to be a running back. Patrick Robinson, kind of on the older side, but he's definitely the best on the team. Darby, Mills. Actually, I think Sidney Jones is going to play the number 3. But yeah, this is the roster for the most part, unless I decide to change the free safety to someone else. Yeah, this is the roster, and hopefully we can win the Super Bowl first year, because the Eagles come close almost every sim. Jalen Mills is a better free safety than McLeod, so that I think we're going to have McLeod as a number 2 and Mills as a number 1. Jesus, got the words out. We have a free safety and some Longwell guy. Todd Heath and Zach Longwell, to be honest. Both, oh, maybe Todd Heath, I was about to say, but most of these guys going to be a lot further out of our reach than we would like them to be. Even though I don't remember the last time I drafted someone from the guaranteed superstar pool. Always like to look them up, though. I don't know who this Zach Longwell guy is. Maybe a fullback? He's a left guard, okay. It's kind of weird. I don't see a 312-pounder playing rugby, but all right. Good thing we're rebuilding the Eagles, because holy crap, there is no running backs here. We do need a wide receiver, though. Wide receiver is a bit of a need here. Nelson Aguilar, he's slow dev. What else? Alshon's getting a little older. I know he just re-signed him. So we have players to re-sign. Nigel Bradham probably gets a contract. Patrick Robinson, he wants a 1-year deal, but he wants a lot. So if we're going to re-sign him, it'd be after the playoffs, because he'll regress most likely, so we won't have to pay him too much. LeGarrette Blount wants a 3-year deal. EA usually lets him go, so I think we will also let him go. But Nigel Bradham, I don't think he's going to get much better. So I'm probably going to wait on him as well. Corey Graham, he's a little too old. Jalen Watkins probably gets a deal. This is actually a really tough re-signing because I don't know who to grab. Like, Trey Burton's kind of like expendable. We already have Ertz. We have a lot of young cornerbacks. Patrick Robinson. 1-year deal is not too bad, though, so we'll see. Whoa, 2,000 yards. How you doing? I don't think he's going to be good, though. Will Knight seen his draft stock rise. Salem, the only guy that was supposed to be decent. 2,000 yards. Maybe he's okay. I don't know. Probably not, though. Going to the playoffs. Are we in it? This is the question, and we are. You guys don't even know. You don't even know. We were not, I think, 8-2, and just went on a huge losing streak. Lost the first 2 games, but then we went on a what? 6, 7, 8 win streak. Lost, win, 3 losses, and then barely beat the Cowboys. Well, not barely, but we beat the Cowboys, and if we didn't, we would have missed the playoffs. So clutch is like, oh my lord, we almost choked it away. Carson Wentz was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. 3,400 yards, 25 touchdowns, 18 picks. What is wrong with this team there? Blount was great as a backup. Jay Ajayi was great as a starter. Receiving was horrendous. Blocking was actually really good, which is ironic. Damn, I thought that was going to be Barnett. Graham, though, 22.5, can't be mad at that. 9 sacks for the rookie. I wish it would have been the opposite way, but things happen. Jake Elliott, good season for a rookie. Kick return, punt return, nothing. 12th offensive, I'm surprised we're even that high. Rushing attack must have been amazing. It actually was really good. 7th defense. Offense was just horrendous. Absolutely porous. I don't know what kind of awards we'll even have, if any. Derek Barnett did not win this, so I would assume we're going to have nothing. Not a single. Oh, yeah, Brandon Graham. I forgot about it, Brandon. Mark Herzlich. All right. Okay, yay. And we almost had best kicker. So Brandon Graham is the only one, and he will have, like, no XP. Damn, this was not a good season. I have the sliders up, but still just not a good season in general. Either way, we're going to be going on against the Falcons. A very tough matchup. 93 to 88. I honestly don't even see that we're 93. Like, we played pretty poorly, to be honest. And more importantly, looking at the roster, it doesn't seem like a 93. It is good, but there is a lot of holes on this team still. But let's take a look. Up. Ooh, I was about to say up by 7, but apparently not. Defense playing well. Offense doing well. Start of the third quarter against one of the toughest teams to beat in Sim. We are up by 3. That changes to down by 2. Start of the fourth. Come on. 3rd and 5. You can't be doing that. And then I don't know what happened. Did we turn it over? What the hell? I don't even know what happened. Defense coming up clutch. You got to score here. Even if it's only a field goal, but it is a touchdown. 8 minutes left, and the Falcons have a chance. And look at this. 47-yard touchdown to Taylor Gabriel. That might be game right there. Like, we made a couple of stops. I was about to say, but I don't believe, but apparently I should because we did it. 3rd and 10, clutch play to Torrey Smith. 2nd and 10, Alshon Jeffrey gets a touchdown or a catch, and Torrey Smith gets a touchdown. So with 3.5, they need a touchdown to take the lead. 3rd and 8, they gain 9. Come on, defense. They're definitely going to give it up, aren't they? They do. Come on, offense. Somebody make a play. Alshon Jeffrey. Zach Ertz. Oh, my God. Look at this play. Nelson Aguilar. And we get a touchdown from Ertz. They do have a minute left. And, of course, we give up a 15-yard penalty right away. We're actually going to lose. I got to get in. 5 seconds left. Or 5 seconds left. 19 seconds left. They have 1 timeout. All the downs they need. This is ridiculous. I can't get off the block. He has a chance to run. I don't know why he didn't. And it's picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. I don't know why he didn't run the ball there. First play, and Malcolm Jenkins clutches it up. I mean, you guys seen, I really didn't alter anything. If anything, I hurt the team. I played with Fletcher Cox, who's godly, and just got manhandled inside. If I was playing linebacker, fair enough, but yeah, nothing. We just watched the play happen, basically. So 42 to 38, that was fantastic for the Falcons because we really didn't finish too well. Wentz was god tier, yet somehow we pretty much almost lost. Probably should have lost. Ertz, very amazing. Pretty good effort by the offense, surprisingly. Defense does okay. They do just enough because the Falcons are a pretty tough offense to stop. The Falcons usually dominate most games in Sim in the playoffs, especially early in a rebuild like this, year one. Beating a team like the Falcons is very big, though, because I don't know how many teams are going to be harder to beat. I mean, the Saints are probably pretty decent, but in Madden Sim, I would say the Falcons are tougher to beat. Saints have a lot of running backs, but I mean, how many of them are they really going to be able to utilize is the question. And the answer is probably all of them, but that's beside the point. 14-7, start of the third quarter. It's going to be a 6-point lead. That's all right. It's not bad. It's better than nothing. And it's still a lead, and that lead is gone. Start of the fourth quarter, we are down 4. Always giving it up right at the end. I don't know why we do. Got to let them do. Oh, wow, they went for it there? I would have went for the field goal. Jake Elliott's clearly got enough leg. Should have went for that field goal, man. Maybe not. Nope, definitely should have, because we would have been within. Still have a chance, though, I believe. I actually believe. And we only get a field goal, which if we would have went for it in the first place, we would have had a chance. Now we have to score 8 with a few minutes left. Did we fumble or something? Oh, my God, we lost. What the hell is wrong with this team? Apparently, when I take them over, we can't do anything. Well, Carson Wentz crapped the bed. Nothing we could do there. 2 fumbles by Carson Wentz. Wow, Carson Wentz should be released. How bad are you, bro? You go from so beast to so bad. You gotta be kidding me. That's a joke. 3 turnovers. Yeah, they lost like instantly. Rams versus Patriots. Want to see the if there's any Heisman winner. Once again, not that it matters. We're going to have like the 27th, 28th pick. Had a field day. It doesn't tell you if he's good, though. Like, I think it tells you if he's good or if he's like decent or not, but it doesn't tell you his dev there. Myers is the number 1 overall player. He doesn't really look it, though. Doesn't look like he's worth that value. I'd rather have Raphael, if we're being honest. The Rams win the Super Bowl. Wow, okay. That's a little bit of a shocker. Nigel Bradham, man, this is tough. Not usually, there's a 50-50 that you see Nigel back in, not back in free agency, but you see him in free agency here and there. This is very tough for me because I actually really like Nigel Bradham a ton in Madden. I even have him on Ultimate Team. Not really by choice, but there's no need to be that way. Favorable contract he could ask for in Madden, at least. If he takes it, I'll okay. Guess we're going to let him go. I don't think I offered him too low of a deal. I mean, we're a very good team with a great linebacker core. It's not like he's a necessity. Drew Brees needs a contract, and nobody wants him, apparently. Trey Burton could get him back here for cheaper. Nigel Bradham. To be fair, you do see Patrick Robinson and Nigel Bradham every so often. So it's not like it's the first time they've ever hit free agency in a rebuild. We will be trying to replace Patrick Robinson with Brent Grimes. Not saying Brent Grimes is going to start, but definitely gives us some options, I suppose. Who's this guy? Corey Moore? Honestly, never heard of him. Terrible wide receiver class. Like, I've seen bad ones, but this one takes the cake. Like, this one is hands down the worst and will be the worst draft of wide receivers I've ever seen. This guy is the only decent one, and he might be worth taking up there because his Excel is going to be insane. So, I don't know. I think I might go up and get him. We'll see. So this is one of the better second-round classes I've ever seen. So we're probably going to try our very best, like no one ever has. What? So we're definitely not going to go for anyone that high. So we'll see what's here. Amy went to the Jets. The wide receiver is nice, but I like what we have around here. I'm going to make sure we're not going to miss anyone. Oh, they let Sean Bullock slip. So I think we're going to take Todd Heath here. 74 overall, superstar dev. Thank God his speed was decent enough. He's actually a really solid player. Just has him, missing a couple of stats. I did not reach because he was projected to go there. Costing me Vaitai a first next year and a third round to get to 26. So we can at least grab the corner if we want him. Like our next pick is an early third, so we need like a mid-second round. Damn, this is a tough draft. Normally we're the ones trading down, but here we are trading up big time. Here we trade Chris Long, Chance Warmack in a 4th round for the 2nd round pick from the Bengals. Darian Stevenson. He looks really, really good. So if he's not at least a 79 overall or has like quicker superstar, I'll be shocked. Normal dev, 81 overall. Amazing player, definitely worth the picks. Supposed to go 7, we took him 26. Okay, our guy is Tyrell Hagler. Clearly the best middle linebacker in this class. And 78 overall, quick. Will be an instant starter for Nigel Bradham. Hicks could be the guy that plays Nigel Bradham's spot, but you know what I mean. The replacement is in place. Usually, we majorly trade down, but we have been trading up like a maniac. Don't get me wrong, there's some decent players here. Actually, let's make sure. So, Philia, I really want, even though we probably shouldn't even go for him. Luckily, we have a couple other players, but don't need them high. So, I guess this center, I think he is the best player. Sermon, center. Slow dev, but he's an excellent pick. He's a really good player. Slow dev, though. That's a little shocking. Don't know where we're going to play him, but he's a great player. Superstar dev. I mean, I didn't think he was that great, but good player. He's missing a little bit of stats, but superstar is nice. He's early 6. I don't even think he's going to be that great, but I think he's worth the value, so we're going to take him. Oh, he actually was really solid. Okay, and he might be able to play tight end. Not sure how that really helps us, but we have a new wide receiver. He's a little on the older side, but he's a good player. I'll take him. So we did have a really good draft in all fairness. Todd Heath, he was low overall, but he was great because he's superstar. Stevenson, amazing corner. Damn it. Hagler, really amazing middle linebacker. He's actually really good. 6'2", 244. Usually don't see a 6'2 guy like that. 78 jumping's a little on the lower side, but he's actually really good. Sermon, 78 overall, slow dev, which really sucks. Philia, superstar. Potter, quick. Laurie was the worst draft pick, but he still wasn't like unusable. Just not going to be a superstar for us. 9th pick, quick dev. Dimitrich Turin? Normal dev, a little shocked by that. I thought it would have been slow, but still a great player, but we landed everything we needed for the most part. If anything, ironically as it is, it was the offensive line that we didn't land that we needed. This is a really good quarterback. This is actually the best quarterback I've ever seen. Hyder's decent. Tyrus Myers. Holy crap, how did I miss this guy? He's actually really good. He was better than our guy, kinda. Especially for a rebuild. Kind of debatable non-rebuild, but for rebuild, he's definitely better. Kevin Myers. If you have the name Myers, you are godly in this draft. Leon Holland, another really good player. Look at all the greens. Like, that's, you know it's good when your guy looks like a Christmas tree. Zach Longwell, he was really amazing. You trade Vinny Curry, McLeod, and a 2nd round next year for their 1st round pick in Pouncey. I don't think Pouncey's going to remain on our team. It's just they didn't have enough money to make the trade. So Philia, who has superstar dev and great upside, is basically going to become a glorified backup because we just don't need him on the squad. Brandon Graham might be old, but he probably remains the starter for the rest of this rebuild. Really sucks. It's unfortunate. I guess we didn't have a punter. Fairburn, who was on the practice squad, not going to get it on. There's so many better players in free agency than him. Just got to sign some backups, and I think we're ready to go. Pumphrey, can we throw him on? Surely he can go to the practice squad and put Blunt actually back at running back. Can we go for another guy named Herrera? A lot of Herreras, and I don't even remember the other guy's name. What was the other position? I can't even remember. But regardless, this is the starting lineup. Kelsey actually moves up 5 spots to left tackle. The rookie Sermon goes to left guard. Pouncey moves into center. He has a little bit of XP. We'll probably use that. Brooks, 91 overall, right guard. Lane Johnson, 91 overall, right tackle. Receiving options. I really hope this team utilizes like a 5-wide set. So Potter should definitely get a lot of playing time. He's the prayer, you know. Aguilar's not actually that bad considering, but I think he's like slow dev. Jeffrey, I think they just signed him, so Not a bad spot. Let's see if Potter can finish that. Running back core will, as long as you're playing as the Eagles, will always be good enough. And then Wentz, obviously, will re-sign him this year. Linebackers, Hicks should be right outside linebacker, which he is. Gives us a good linebacker core. D-line, one of the best in the league. And then DBs, getting better. Stevenson, I mean, normal dev, but with his talents, if he has a decent season, could make it to an 88. Heath, maybe an 82. We'll see, though. It comes down to how well we play. I mean, we made it to the playoffs last year. I don't see why we wouldn't do the same this year. Big decision. It appeared that the last time was a smart decision to only go make the playoffs because that's exactly what we hit. I think we will win more than just one game. Or not even one game. We lost the first week, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we'll make it and win at least a game. So we'll see, though. Not as easy as we thought. Lane Glass, quarterback. I don't think that's the last name we want to see. On the father's sideline during football games since he could walk. With his last name, that's probably the best he's going to be able to do after a year in the league. I'm sorry, too soon for players in general. Nornley Pigays, I guess. Pigays. Lost to the Texans, sweet. Does Brandon Graham need a contract, really? So, Pigays, whatever his name is a track and field superstar. Frederick Green Beckham, that's a cool name. A lot of slot receivers, but that's not to say that we don't need one. You know, we go from one of the worst wide receiver classes I've ever seen to a pretty decent one this year. I know you guys love when I say to one of the best I've seen, even though it's not always the truth. I don't know what it is, but the Cowboys are just dominating. They did well last year. They look like they're doing well this year. They're 3-0. They're about to play us, probably be 4-0. Jesus, nobody's good at quarterback. Okay. Don't need a running back. Oh, Jesus. What did I do? Okay, nothing at all. Don't need a running back, but it never hurts to try, even though it's hurting our scouting points. Let's take a look at these re-signings. Brandon Graham, he wants a 3-year deal. Done. Normally I wait. Done. Absolutely worth it. Not a question about it. Jay Ajayi, done. Not a question about that either. Blunt, we were able to get tagging him. We'll see, because this is, I think we'll probably find better than Blunt this year. Don't know. Roby, probably. Nelson Aguilar, probably. Hicks, almost 100% chance, because he's asking for a minimal contract, although Wentz is coming up soon, so there Wentz our money. What? I'm sorry. This is, now, when I say, oh, this might be this might be that, no, 100% this is the best tight end class I've ever seen. There's like 5 or 6 of them in the first round. I don't know what that's all about. Long Tuck won the Heisman. He's a good corner. I know I'm kind of spoiling it here, but we're not guaranteed to make the playoffs regardless, especially when we lose to the Giants. Luckily, the Cowboys also lost. But Long Tuck wins Heisman. He's actually really good, too, but we don't need a cornerback, luckily, because I would be so tempted to make that trade up. Looking good for the playoffs. I think if we win this game, we're in. If we don't, I think we're still in. I'm not 100% sure, though. 11-5 doesn't matter. The Cowboys went 9-7 and still made it. So let's take a look at our record. I believe we went 10-6 last year. Was it 10-6? I don't even remember. We were kind of 50-50 throughout the season. We finished strong, though, and made it back to the playoffs. 4,200 XP. I don't know if that was Coach of the Year. Probably not. I mean, we didn't even have a bye week. I don't know what it is with Carson. I know he got his picks down this year, but his yards have just not been good. I get, to be fair, I guess this is a, by yards, I meant touchdowns as well. This is a run-first team, so I guess I can't be too mad. Yeah, sorry, Carson. Oh, Martinez Potter was the best receiver on the team. Technically, he maximized his yards per catch. Oh my God, 16.5. Nice. That's really good. We're probably going to change our offensive scheme soon, because run heavy is nice, but I kind of want Wentz to get the job done because he definitely has the talent for it. Stevenson with 2 picks. Hopefully one of our guys got some sort of award. I don't honestly know who would. If Martinez gets offensive player or offensive rookie of the year, that would be insane. 7th in offense, I believe that's up a couple of ranks. And then defense is up like 6. So, yeah, I can see why we did better because we were better. No award there. Coach of the year, number 6. Come on, offensive rookie and defensive rookie. Yes, offensive. It's a lot bigger than defensive, and we got defensive anyways. Hagler, there you go. Because offensive rookie of the year is hard as hell to win, especially without a quarterback being your rookie. take a look at Martinez Potter with his XP be good. 17K only. Really? Sermon, though, 38K. One of our best linemen already. I don't know what goal it is that they get, but I'm glad for it. What about defense, Hagler? See, Hagler had a little bit at least. Heath had a lot as well. It's the free safeties and like the guards. I don't know what the goals are, but they either have like 5K XP or like 40K. But hey, I'll take it. Don't know how to get it done, but it happens, so I'm just not even going to say anything. So with this roster, we're surely going to make one win happen, right? I mean, the line is all 90 on the exterior. Pouncy's an 81 on the inside. Receiving core is pretty damn good. Quarterback's great. Running back's great. Running back core is great. Martinez getting there. Defensively, linebacker core is pretty solid. Safeties are pretty decent. Heath was an amazing year one, from 74 to 87. Jenkins, 84 overall. Stevenson, 87 overall. The thing I like about the guys we draft is that most of them have great stats. They just don't have any awareness or play rec. So, maybe even half a season in, they're already really good overalls, because obviously that kind of stuff is really cheap. Trying a new scheme. Let's see if it works out. 91 of their 90, obviously, were upgraded. Don't know how much the Cowboys are upgraded. They probably had a decent bit of XP themselves. They look like they might score again. They do. It's only a 3-point game now. All of a sudden, choking it away. Clutch down the field, though. 36-yarder to Ajayi. And we are up by 10 again. Defense locking up as they do. But on 4th and 13, they clutch it to Dez Bryant. And just like that, it's down by 3 again. And now they have the ball. So with only 4 minutes left. Oh, look at the defense, though. I was about to say, with 4 minutes left, defense gives them a shot. And 3 straight plays of nothing. And did we go for? I really don't know what happened there. Either way, defense clutches up yet again. Offense can do nothing. This is so sad. The defense is doing its job. Look at the defense. What? How did they score a touchdown there? I don't understand how that makes any sense. Offense getting on the field nicely, although I will say EA's trying to screw us here. I'm going to call a timeout because I have no idea. I could choose a play and the clock would drain down to 0. Have 3 timeouts. Yeah, we're not using them. I don't know what that's about. 4 verts. That's the play. And that's the day. I don't know what that means. Potter on the outside. No one really I want to throw to other than Hurts. Nelson Aguilorius. Good catch. Good play. We're going to let the AI do it. And they score a touchdown. Can the defense hold? And they do. 35-32. Sorry I had to come in, but they were trying to screw us. I will say I believed, if it was, let's say, 2 minutes left in the game, I believe the offense would have gotten in there on their own. But timeouts apparently don't matter, as there was 22 seconds left. And you guys seen, we drained like 40 seconds like it was nothing without wasting a single timeout. Come on now. We all know every single NFL team in the real world blows through their timeouts. If anything, they don't leave enough. But we were about to leave too many. I will say Wentz and Dak had a pretty damn great battle out there. Can't say the same for the running backs, as our rushing attack was pretty bad. Martinez Potter was great. Elliott was just godly in general. We had a lot of sacks. Derek Barnett, 4.5, 2.5 for Brandon Graham. Oh my lord. Unbelievable out there. Great attack by the defense, and that probably factor into us not getting up like 40 points in the 4th. They had the ball like 4 or 5 times in the 4th quarter and only scored maybe 10. Going on to the divisional game, though, who are we going to play? Probably someone really good like the Falcons, I would assume, or the Vikings. Pretty good themselves. Nah, maybe not as great as Falcons in Madden, but still a great squad. Back to 93, going against an 88, which I believe an 88 overall is what knocked us out of the playoffs last year. Who the hell did we lose to? Was it the Falcons? Or did we win against the Falcons and then we lost to someone else? I honestly can't remember. Oh yeah, it was the Saints, wasn't it? I think we beat the Falcons and then lost to the Saints. Start of the second quarter, we're down by 3 in some phantom scoring affair by the Vikings. We are up by 1, though. Defense is doing a pretty damn good job. Offense is really giving no help, though. This game should be way worse than it is, but the defense is keeping it in it. Look at the defense, keeping this game close. Doing as best as they can with this crap offense. Come on, defense. There you... Look at this. Sidney Jones with a pick. I mean, this defense is bailing the offense out completely. Although here they are kind of stroking. Come on, lads. It's only a 4-point game, though. And instantly intercepted. If they score a touchdown, it's over. Defense locks them out again. Wait, what? Oh, they kick a field goal. Okay, I was about to say, what the hell? Lads, what are we doing? This offense is really bad. It is so bad. It's unbelievable. Let's get Jeffrey streaking. Potter on the inside. I don't know who Jeter is, but make a play for me. Ajayi, make this catch. There you go. Run him over. There he goes. Run Harrison. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Should have went out of bounds. Yeah, Carson Wentz has crapped the bed officially. 3 interceptions. Oh, my God. Make that catch. Good job, Jeffrey. There's one guy that's decent. Going to hurry up with the bad squad. Ajayi is in. I mean, they're not bad squad. There's just most of the players I want in aren't. Carson Wentz got wheels. Carson Wentz going to get out of bounds. To the outside. I should have went for the touchdown. I was being too safe. I have a timeout. I should have went for that touchdown. I had it. Don't need it. Potter, the rookie, moonwalks into the end zone. And I really want to go for 2. And I know I could probably get it, but we're going to let the AI get this one done. Did we win? Oh, a nice 40-plus, 30-plus yard touchdown, and we win the game. I had to come in for both games. I will say the defense has been insane. The defense has done some pretty amazing things, all things considered. Our rushing attack was actually really good by us. Nelson Aguilar was decent. Defense, what do we have? Fletcher Cox 3, Barnett 2, Graham 1 pick. Sidney Jones had a pick. They got 3 picks on us. Blair Walsh was 5 for... What world are we living in where Blair Walsh is 5 for 5 and Jake Elliott is 0 for 1? I mean, that is embarrassing. What is life? Either way, we are in the championship game. I think we're in the championship game here. Probably going to go against the Saints, let's be honest. They were like 6-0 at one point. They made it to the Super Bowl last year, I think. Was it them? I don't even remember. It is the Rams. I think it actually might have been the Rams who made the Super Bowl last year, and I think they actually did win. It's all coming back to me. I think it's very, very clear, actually, that it was Rams versus Patriots, and they won. I don't remember the scores. I don't look at the score anymore. I just want to know who wins. Doesn't really matter by how much. I mean, defense usually bails us out, but this game, they're 100% letting us down. I know the offense is playing bad, and they always do. There you go, defense. What? I don't understand. Like, they need to update it where I can actually see what the hell is going on here. Yeah, our offense is terrible, but the defense is even worse. Jesus Christ. 45 points from the Rams. That touchdown at the end doesn't matter. 45-29, absolutely destroyed. How many picks? 2 picks for Wentz. Jared Goff destroys him. Jared Goff apparently the way better quarterback than Carson Wentz. I don't understand why we can't get the... Like, if you compare teams player to player, other than maybe Todd Gurley, we probably beat them in every single position. Todd Gurley and Aaron Donald are the only 2 players that we don't beat them in. I mean, I've never had it where we can get so close all the time and never punch it in. It just never happens for me. I guess everyone deals with that every time, every now and again. Great player right there. I don't know what to do with this team. Like, I think we're there, and yet apparently we just can't get to the Super Bowl, so I guess we're not there. Like, I don't know. And I don't really like Wentz and Sim at all, but what am I supposed to do? Not re-sign him? Let's re-sign some players, though. We need Darby. He's getting a lot of money here, to be fair. I'm happy to continue. Nelson Aguilar. Damn it, and Hicks is going to be making a little bit more money than expected. Happy to re-sign. LeGarrette, we will be letting go. We'll let him go. Mike Pouncey is not a all-time lineman for us. Not a whole lot of cash we have, but if there's someone worth it, maybe. So Mark Ingram's there. A couple of decent running backs. Garrett Blunt, surprisingly, actually getting an offer. Don't really need Josh Sitton, but he's actually not a bad overall at this point. He almost never re-signs with me in free agency. He never signs with me in free agency. We bumped our offer, and surprisingly, Sitton accepted. I'll take it. And we can obviously still draft a lineman, but probably won't start over Sitton. Sitton's kind of a good player. Let's just call it that way. So it's clear as day that I have no idea what we're going to draft. We need a new offensive lineman. just because sitting won't last long. Either will Kelsey, but it won't matter too much for us because this is probably the last year we're going to do it. I think 3 years is the magic number, especially for a team like a draft like this, or not a draft, a rebuild like this. It's just, I don't know what to do. I feel like we're already there. Players this young that are this good. I mean, what do we need? A safety? We can easily put Mills there. I think that's all we need is a safety. Hicks obviously is our outside linebacker. He's just being weird. We need a safety. We have an extra DT already. I mean, there's really nothing more I can do for this team. They just got to win. So what is our pick? Our pick has got to be like... Oh, number 12. I forgot we traded for the Dolphins pick. That is not a bad pick. That is not bad at all. Long Tuck is going to be a great corner for whoever decides they want him. Herschel Woodyard, I think his overall is a little inflated. He's superstar dev at 22 years old with these potentials. Oh, man, I can't believe I'm actually going to do this, but Lawrence Conrad it is. Slow dev, 77 overall. Great zone, great speed, great excel, great hit power. A really good player. I can't really be mad at that one. Ooh, the Bears lucked out so hard. So damn hard. Oh my... Okay, I don't know if I can pass that up. Holy crap. Like, I get he's 6'4", so he's not crazy, but he's an early first. He's in the late second with a 4.53 40 time. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't pass that up. Stanley Brenner, he's got to have slow. Gotta. Yeah, he has slow dev. A 4.53, I think, should be much faster than 86 speed. I think they definitely got biased because of his status that he's a tight end. I think that's kind of BS. 22 years old with B+ power, B tackle, B block shed. Ran a 4.77 at that weight. He's godly. Okay, so somehow he's only a 72 overall, but he is superstar dev. That's a weird player. I don't know what the hell. That's weird. Slow dev, they had to do something, let's be honest. With 6'4 height, 22 years of age, that kind of speed, those kind of stats. A position, once again, absolutely do not need, but just can't pass on him. And there you go. So I guess maybe they don't have to give you something bad because this guy looks just as good, if not better. And he has got quick versus slow dev. I mean, this is an amazing player. This can make for a sick tight end. But once again, just don't need the position, which sucks. Let's take a look at our picks. Let's take a look at who we passed up on. We know the Bears took the wide receiver. That would have been devastating in real life if we would have taken him because they would have just missed. Lots of bad dev players, though. It doesn't matter for Stanley. Just took him because of how sick he was. And he was pretty good. Christian Hudson, very shocking there. Colson, slow dev. A lot of slow devs. Hayes was one of the best wide receivers I've ever seen. He's 22. Little Henry Johnson action if you guys have been around with me that long. Not that it's really that long. It was last year. Darian Powers. Wow, they gave him quick dev. I can see why. Yeah, this is really good wide receiver class. Like I said, from the worst ever to one of the better ones. Fashal Everett. Always those 6'4s. They're always good. I don't know how. Keith Guan. I don't think anyone was as good, even as close to our guy's speed, but yet that guy was only one behind, apparently. Oh, my lordy. I knew he was going to be good, but I didn't know he was going to be that good. If his height was better, he'd be one of the best, like, year one prospect corners, but height is a little lower, and he is 23, so. Pigays. What is his name? Pigays, I guess. 94 speed, 94 excel, and 92 agility. Top-tier talent, of course, with superstar dev. So glad we didn't take him, though, because we grabbed so many wide receivers the way it is. Woodard, he looks good, but his ability to break tackles and all that doesn't look so hot. Like I said, I think 3 is a magic number, especially for this one. You know, in other drafts, maybe we'll go more. But in this draft, we're doing the same pretty much, and we're getting a little bit better every year, but it's just nothing's really showing, like, at all. Final season coming up. Here is the roster. Potter is going to be number 3. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Potter actually isn't number 3. It was going to be Hayes at number 3, and then Potter at number 2. Hopefully Hayes can get something done. I like Aguilar, but Hayes just has that once-in-a-lifetime, like, phenomenal player written on him. Like, he just looks so sick. One of the better wide receivers I've ever personally drafted. Very good defense, so hopefully they can keep it up. We got Derek Barnett as one of our practice guys as well, so hopefully that'll equate to even better overall. So we're off to a decent start on the season, and we have some re-signings, you say. Yeah, there's some guys here, lads. There's just a few. Michael Kendricks, 3-year, $27 million. I'd probably be willing to give him that deal. Josh Sitton, absolutely not. Jalen Mills, probably not. Jake Elliott, I can't really remember how he performed, but I think I probably would give him the deal, especially since it's a realistic style. Kendricks probably. Wentz, even if it wasn't a realistic style, we're gonna lowball him at first. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we could always franchise tag him if we had to. Kendricks though, like linebacker's not that hard to get. Josh Sitton absolutely not gonna resign. Might not even have a chance to. We're gonna knock this Jake Elliott contract out right away too. He's really not asking for much. He's been 50-50 actually now that I think about it, but still worth it, I think. Let's give him another offer that he hopefully can't refuse. I'm trying to save a little bit of money, you know. I'd like to take in a better bet. Okay, so bonus is all right, but it appears he just wants a better salary. We'll see. We just played against the 1-7 Lions. The Lions are not a good roster. Or maybe they're a good roster, but they're not playing well. I mean, this seems fair. He's getting more than he wanted. There you go. He's getting more than he wanted, so he inched us up and he won. Damn it. So 2 guys re-sign. Don't know if they'll get the re-sign. This is so tough for me because a 3-year, $27 million deal. I mean, that's a little bit of money for someone that we could probably replace rather easily. I'm trying to think. Nah, we'll re-sign him. He's worth it. It's definitely worth it, actually. But Jalen, I'm going to let go. Corey Clement, maybe. And then everyone else. Oh, definitely Grugier Hill. I know he's fast, but he wants a lot of money to be a backup. Going to the playoffs, we've made it 2 years in a row. Can we make it 3? The other years were kind of 50-50. This year, not actually. They was down to 1, but this year, definitely much better. Mason Frank, God, this is why you don't get a contract, bro. 14-2. Okay, I mean, I thought we were going to be good, but not that good. Let's see. So we lost week 1 against the Rams, of course, and then week 17. Weird times to lose the first and last game of the season. Phillip Rivers wins MVP, which it would have been Wentz. His interceptions was up, but so was his yards finally. Rushing a lot of touchdowns. Jay Ajayi is like one of the best. God damn it. It's one of the best running backs in the league right now. Pumphrey averaged pretty decently. Jeffrey. Damn it, Hayes. Damn it. That sucks. Hayes really didn't do too well, and I wanted him to because, like I said, he has great all-time talent written all over him. Pick Stevenson was good. Stevenson's a very good player. Jake Elliott missed only 1 field goal, and Mason Frank actually did average 46 yards per punt. It's just he must have had 1 bad week. Hayes had a touchdown on punt returns. Doubt he'll be Offensive Rookie of the Year, but 7th offense, I think that was the same as last year, and then number 1 defense, same as last year, so it's interesting. Wentz, number 9. Wait, did we get Coach of the Year? I would say we probably did. Damn, we were outbeat by 2 teams. I don't see how. Please, some sort of rookie award. Gaze, 2 above Hayes. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I honestly don't even think we had one. We did have Conrad. Maybe Conrad will have the XP little trick, though, where he gets a ton. Offensive line, though, getting there. Brandon Brooks got one. Best kicker, number 2. Damn it. We do have a bye week, so we will advance 1 week before we play. Who do we go against? Probably the Saints. Vikings. Were they the ones that beat us? I don't know. Sermon, 22k XP. A lot of XP for that man for some reason. Conrad, not really, but he did have a great season. Barnett, nice 22k. I put him on the list of training guys for once, so now we have a solid pass rush. Sermon becomes probably our best lineman considering his age. So our new and improved roster, let's take a look. 91, 94, 86, 95, 96. Sick offensive line. Ertz, 96 overall. Colson, 84. Brenner, 76. Wide receiver core is pretty mid to above average. Alshon Jeffrey's great. Potter's pretty good. And then Hayes is super beast. Ajayi, 94 overall. Wentz, 95. Defense. Definitely the pride and joy of this team, I think. 90 overall free safety, 85 strong linebacker core, averaging about an 88 plus. D-line like 90, I don't even know, 93, 94 maybe. Darby and Stevenson are a great duo. Specialists, Jake Elliott's pretty solid. Frank plays well. Going against the Vikings, who have a probable pretty good roster. 92 overall, might be the best roster we'll face. Unless it's the only roster, then it will be. Legacy of 420. The powers of 420 will win us this game. And hopefully win us every other game. We got a bye week for the first time in the rebuild. So we're basically already in the Super Bowl if we win a game. Pretty much. Solid defense, and the offense clutches right before half to score a touchdown, giving us the 3-point lead. Defense locking up, gives us the ball back, up by 10. Start of the fourth, they have a chance, but we're in a pretty good spot right now, so I'd like it to stay that way. And defense fails on 3rd and 10. Wow, that's embarrassing. And Carson Wentz basically hands them a touchdown. So just like that, they turn the deficit around completely. Great drive there, though. We're up by 3. This is a real seesaw battle here in the fourth. And defense is just horrendous on 3rd down. I don't know why. Just absolutely horrendous. Touchdowns being scored left and right by both teams. Come on. Oh, my Lord. A huge penalty on the defense. I'm going to go on a limb and say that might have been more than 15 yards. And defense finally showing up. Defense does, and they punted on 4th and 1. I don't think I'm punting there on 4th and 1. Although they were much smarter than I was. Us punting on 4th and 1 probably won us the game. Yeah, it did. Okay. Woo! 48-45. Probably the greatest, one of the greatest games ever played, especially since it's in the snow. It's obviously going to be super memorable for that factor as well. But almost 100 points scored. Both quarterbacks went off. Wentz really went off. Oh, I'm sorry. Dalvin did really well. Ajayi fumbled. Jeffrey did well. Hayes did really well. Dede Westbrook on the Vikings already. That's interesting. New team. Brendan Graham and Barnett are one tandem you do not want to mess with. Whole defensive line was sick, to be honest. And Jake Elliott, 2 for 2. That's what I paid you for, bro. 5-year, $15 million deal. That's a long-term contract. A little shocking the defense is a 99 as well. 15-1 Falcons. This might be a rebuild. The rebuild might be over after this. 96 overall, so we beat the threshold. But 94 for the Falcons. This NFC, man. NFC is a tough beast to tame. I mean, to be fair, on the AFC side, you have the Jags and Steelers. Those are high overall teams, too. But now on, the NFC side, you have the Eagles, the Saints, the Falcons, the Vikings. Some great high overall teams. And I will say defense does one hell of a job. Holding them as much as they can near the end there. And offense scores a touchdown. There you go, defense. Start of the fourth. It looks like we're going to be down, which we will. But they missed the 2 points, so we're down by 5 only. And that could be game. Defense locking up. So clutch. And there goes Carson Wentz throwing away the game. I mean, it's not over, but Carson Wentz made it a whole lot harder. There you go. Touchdown. Down by 5. 5 minutes left. Defense. Look at the defense. Come on. If the offense screws this up. 4th and 1. What a clutch play. Can't gain a single yard. All right. I don't really need to come in here. I actually believe in the offense, but I also don't want to see the final season game go down to a nothing. This could be bad, though. They could Ooh, okay. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, good job there, Ajayi. You have all the open real estate you can ever ask for, and you decide to stick it and give it up. And that's the game. That's the season. I probably should have chosen a better play, but I just didn't. I don't know what to tell you. I think the team should have had many more better plays down the stretch. I mean, just not getting yardage at all. I mean, Martinez Potter fumbled. I mean, he's a wide receiver. Don't know how a wide receiver can fumble. I mean, they can, obviously, but it's just, that's not your job. That's really not, quarterback's kind of allowed to throw picks. The running back's kind of allowed to fumble. Receivers are allowed to drop the pass, but you're not allowed to fumble as a receiver. That's just not in your job description. Everyone kind of has their, defensive linemen are allowed to get offside penalties. Linebackers are allowed to drop picks, maybe even miss tackles if you really want to say that. Same with corners, miss tackles. get beat over top. You know, stuff happens. I almost said the S word. The other S word, it would have been a naughty. But you can't fumble as a wide receiver. It's just not allowed. And just like that, we were 50-50. We had 3 great years. This is kind of turning into like a Packers team where you make it in every year and you're expected to do decently, but you just can't do it. And this is, I would say, a failed rebuild because we didn't win a Super Bowl. Got close. Didn't even make it, though. Just the Eagles aren't built for the Super Bowl, I guess. And the Falcons win over the Ravens? Oh, the Ravens win over the Falcons. Okay. Some stranger accepts a Bengals coaching job. Might come back to this rebuild in the future. We'll see. Not 100% sure. But regardless, it was still a good rebuild, I think. Hope you guys did enjoy. Maybe a special video tomorrow. Not 100% sure. You guys might know what I'm talking about. I don't know. It's either it is or it isn't. If not, speak to you guys on Monday. Enjoy the football regardless if there's a video or not. The footballs are going to be played. Who do you want to win? Who do you think's going to win? And yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys come back for the next video. But until next video, see ya.